So, PlayStation 4 sales have surpassed 50 million. This comes to no surprise, but what is surprising is that the PlayStation 4 outcharted the Xbox One in November. The reason why this is surprising is because the Xbox One was actually outselling the PlayStation 4 for the past few months until November and now December. Now, I think we can contribute a lot of this to the PlayStation 4 Pro. And you may think that the PlayStation 4 Pro has been out for a while, and you know, I'm talking about it now. So, but I actually made a video talking about the PlayStation 4 Pro, but it got claimed by some random company, and you know, maybe that'll be out, but by the time it's out, that video will not be relevant at all. But you know, hopefully I can get that worked out, because I really don't understand how they claimed it, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. So the PlayStation 4 has surpassed 50 million. It's still on track to being one of the greatest selling consoles of all time. As a matter of fact, I think it's one of the greatest consoles of all time, period. Now, the Xbox One is also a fantastic console, especially with the release of the Xbox One S. But there's no denying the phenomena that the PlayStation 4 is. And there was mixed reception and mixed buzz about the PlayStation 4 Pro, yet it still seems to be doing well for Sony. A lot of interest is actually being put towards the PlayStation 4 Pro. There's a lot of excitement. PlayStation 4 Pro has a few quirks about it. The fact there's no 4K Blu-ray player, which was a strange misstep in my opinion, but it was probably a cost-cutting measure, so that's somewhat understandable if that's the case. Yet, that doesn't seem to be deterring people. As a matter of fact, Sony seems to have been right with their research, saying that most people stream video anyway, so why not focus on 4K streaming capabilities? And the PlayStation 4 Pro also provides a plethora of other advantages. Even the 1080p users, and especially users of virtual reality, the extra horsepower can go a long way in those games. So it's really no surprise that so many people are going for it. But what is surprising is Shuhei Yoshida. He spoke to the press recently, and he was talking about the PlayStation 4 Pro and how they actually thought that people who bought the Gen 1 PlayStation 4 would actually be the ones purchasing the PlayStation 4 Pro. Turns out that it's mostly people who don't own a PlayStation 4 yet, which would be my obvious assumption as to the people who are most likely to get it, but Sony wasn't thinking that way. I would think that, you know, if you don't have a PlayStation 4 yet and you see one that's $299 and you see one that's $399, you have the extra $100, and you see that the $399 one does have considerable advantages over the PlayStation 4, the base model, as far as power and its 4K capabilities. So which one would you go for? Most people, I think, if they have the extra cash, are going to go for the PlayStation 4 Pro. So it makes sense to me, but the fact that this was surprising to Sony also surprises me, and the way that the company is thinking overall. But this doesn't seem to be a misstep for them. Their sales are still strong. We have to see how it compares to the Xbox Scorpio, though, when it comes out next year. Well, we'll see. But you know, Sony's ahead now. They're selling a lot now, and regardless, I don't think the Scorpio is going to bolster their sales quite to the point of the PS4, unless this machine, it has to be very reasonably priced, and it really has to deliver on what was promised, which was native 4K running at 60 as a minimum, was basically what they were saying. So hopefully we get that. PlayStation Experience 2016 also recently passed. A lot of cool stuff out of there. I'll probably have a video talking about a lot of the stuff from that pretty soon, even though it's past. But you know, I gotta get back in the groove of making these videos. You know, I promised weekly videos and I did not deliver on that. Hopefully I will keep to that now and deliver on what I say I'm gonna do. Keep making content. I do enjoy making these videos, and I enjoy talking about games in the gaming industry, as well as, you know, other things now and then. But yeah, hopefully that last video I did does get released, and I can put that public, and hopefully you'll watch it if you're watching this. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. What do you think about the PlayStation 4 Pro and the fact they surpassed 50 million sales? Will the PlayStation 4 become one of the greatest consoles ever as far as sales? Or do you just think it's one of the greatest consoles, period? Let me know in the comment section down below. Or do you prefer Xbox One? That's fine too. Subscribe for more content, and also follow the channel on Twitter so you can stay up to date with the uploads. As always, stay super, and I'll see you in the next video.